All right, so everybody loves the 60s inspired bubble top cars. This has got to be one of the coolest ones. Let's go check out the Vamphyre. So, vampires are generally known as mythical creatures, often having unnatural powers, heightened body functions, and the ability to physically transform themselves into a mysterious force of power and beauty. In the world of custom show cars, the Vamphyre is an incredible bubble-top creation that harkens back to the days of the wild 60s cars that drew huge crowds at the shows. Fast forward to present day and the state of Kansas. In a small corner of Hayesville, Kansas, is a shop that may go unnoticed if it weren't for the wild creations that pass through their doors. Gary and Carolyn Myers of Kansas Customs and their crew have built what may be called a modern-day interpretation of the wild customs of days gone by. Actually, I ran into the builder of the Vamphyre himself. Gary Myers, come on in here. How you doing?
Good, you?
Good. So, tell us a little bit about your car.
Well, it was a creation from Eldon Titus out of Wichita, Kansas. And we started off with a S10 pickup, totally stripped out everything on the whole body. It's a totally hand-built, solid steel rod body, all sheet metaled out. We actually got the design and so forth, worked with Daryl Starbird on the bubble top, learning how to create it and build the molds and so forth. Got a lot of inspiration from him. We pursued on to fulfill the dream. The interior is kind of designed by M.K. John out of St. Louis, Missouri, which has worked with a lot of us on all of our cars and so forth. I don't know, some of it you might remember was inspired by the Voodoo Spider. I don't know if you ever seen that one or not, but it was a creation from Eldon Titus. We debuted it about 3 years ago. Another hand-built show rod. We kind of like to get creative, new designs, you know, a little bit of the old style cars, concept, the show rods. Yeah, we've kind of put a little bit of the new type air into it, you know, but we really enjoy it. We've actually got a new car coming online. We're getting ready to start, called Culture Deluxe is following along with us, called the Vibrasonic Roadster. So it's coming out, be debuting next February.
Will that be a similar style, the bubble top?
No, it won't be another bubble top. You know, we kind of want to outdo each other. We jumped in on the bubble top to get going on it this year. A lot of people, I think it's inspired a lot of them to start creating the bubble tops. I know I've seen some downstairs in the showroom downstairs. It's really inspiring to see other people to take off and then join on to bring back the bubble top show rods. But maybe in the future, you know, we're looking for another one, but we're going on with another traditional type roadster coming up in the future.
And how long did this car take you guys to build?
2 years. 2 years. We started off, just like I said, with a scratch, with a frame, an S10 cab. Obviously, you really can't see much of an S10 involved in here anymore, but 2 years from start to completion. We debuted it at Daryl Starbird's 50th anniversary car show in Wichita last January.
What kind of engine's in it?
Small block 350, 375 horse. It's got both the old Edelbrock carburetors on it and everything, turbo 400.
And do you guys actually drive it?
Yeah, I've drove it. Back in July of '07, we have the KKOA. It's put on by Jerry Titus. Had an expedition drag race with Daryl Starbird's son, Cliff Starbird. We was out on the old airstrip and actually had two bubble tops drag racing down through there. It actually came out in Street Rodder magazine. There's a picture of us out there. We're lined up and ready to go down the track.
Well, that's really cool.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time. Good luck on your next build.
All right.
I'm Amber Getz, and we'll see you on the hub.